Those wild screenshots come from, of course, the Porsche 962C, which is coming to Project Motor Racing. Langheck check. By 1988, the Porsche 962C, the Group C evolution of the Porsche 956, was a fully matured Le Mans missile with 2 Le Mans wins in its trophy cabinet. The work squad built a fresh chassis 962-010 specifically for the 1988 24-hour, and it delivered the almost full works. Pole 3 minutes 15 seconds 0.6, fastest lap 322.5, and P2 overall. Under the body sat Porsche's race-proven twin-turbo flat 6, but in 3 litres configuration. The 962C had begun life with a 2.65 litre 4-valve bit turbo using water-cooled heads and air-cooled cylinders, 956 derived. Then progressed to a fully water-cooled 3 litre 4-valve bit turbo in later factory trim. The 3 litre variant was good for around 690 brake horsepower during practice at Le Mans in 1985, a clear marker for the performance envelope in the late 80s cars operated within. In 24-hour race trim, the output was typically dialed back to roughly 620 brake horsepower to protect fuel, tyres and reliability. The chassis was an all-aluminium monocoque, with the Group C 962C distinct from IMSA's 962 in several safety-driven details. IMSA mandated the pedals behind the front axle and a steel roll cage inside the aluminium tub. Aerodynamically, the 962C exploited ground effect diffuser tunnels to the maximum, with Porsche's engineers widening the channels and optimizing tyre size as the car evolved. For Le Mans, teams also fitted low-drag long-tail Langheck bodywork, lengthened rear body and underflow to trim drag on the Mulsanne. That's the version you'll have in your hands in Project Motor Racing, the calm, relentless Langheck built to live in top gear. On track, the 88 Works program was the car's peak. The 962-010's combination with low drag bodywork, diffuser efficiency and disciplined fuel strategy is exactly what Group C rewarded. Hit the 100-litre tank 5-stop fuel budget, sit in the tow when you could, lift and coast where you must, short shift everywhere and let aero do its thing. Staggeringly fast, relentlessly efficient and competitive to the very last hour, the 962C had already stamped its authority on Le Soir with overall wins in 1986 and 1987. And it wasn't just a factory darling. Porsche's customer ecosystem turned the 962C into a global endurance machine. Brunn, Jost, Kremer, Richard Lloyd Racing and others stacked victories and titles while the work squad focused on Le Mans. That depth is a huge part of the legend. A car quick enough for the factory, yet serviceable and modular enough for independence to run at the front, week after week. The Porsche 962 distilled Group C's fuel budget philosophy into a tool that drivers could push for hours. Porsche even used the platform to prove its PDK dual clutch shifting in the Super Cup, a development thread that foreshadowed later road car tech. The legacy, too, is remarkably long. Even after Group C waned, the platform kept winning. The Dow 962 took overall victory in the 1994 under GT regs, and the TWR Porsche WSC 95 carried a 962 derived engine to back-to-back Le Mans wins in 1996 to 1997. With Joest, few race cars cast a longer competitive shadow, or draw a cleaner line from 80s endurance theory to modern programs. The 1988 era Porsche 962C is the poster that still earns its place on the wall. A long-tail shape that breathes speed, a chassis that treats downforce like a checking account, and an engine that was as mean as it is lean. It's the moment when Porsche turned efficiency into theatre, and then held it for another generation. An absolutely breathtaking car and another absolute blinder from Porsche. Now we're going to have a look at the stats of this machine and see just how crazy it really is. The 962C then had a 3 litre twin-turbo flat 6 engine, weighing just 850 kilos and had a 5-speed manual transmission. It could produce up to 690 brake horsepower at 8,200 RPM and produced an astronomical 710 Newton meters of force at 5,000 RPM. It was a rear mid-engine, rear-wheel drive machine. There you have it. That was the Porsche 962, an absolutely blistering blog once again. And don't forget, you can pick up your copy of PMR in the description down below. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to let me know what you liked about this car. I'll see you next time. Ciao, ciao.